guys? It is your boy Jason Love coming at you with another video about non-CDL and CDL Hotshot. In this video, I'm going to be talking about something that's super important. I'm going to be talking about the difference between short haul and long haul when it comes to loads, and just what you can expect your profits to be depending on which one you'd rather do. I just want to thank everybody right now for subscribing to the channel. I think making this video about 282 subscribers. I love you guys so much, and thank you for watching the content. I love all the questions you guys ask. I'm super happy I'm able to give you just a little bit of information I know, so that you can build your hotshot company, build your empire, become successful. If I can be a part of that, that's what makes me happy. Now, right now, I kind of want to talk about this topic because it's something that I've been learning this month when I've been dispatching our truck, is the difference between the short hauls and the long hauls. Now, we all know that the rates aren't the best right now. And I see people posting all the time, like, don't move for less than $2 a mile or $2.50 a mile. But that's just not the world we live in right now. Like, you're going to be moving a lot for $1.40, $1.50, $1.60 a mile. Okay, that's kind of a good market to be. That's a good number to hit for you to be able to make a little bit of profit off the top of it and pay your driver and pay everybody. If you're the driver personally, really, you're going to be able to make $4,000 a month driving, plus whatever the profit of the business is. That's how it works out for you. But if you're not the driver and you're kind of just doing your own thing, and you have a driver in your own truck and you're kind of just hands off, you're just going to see whatever the extra is on the profit. So that's, if you're just doing that, that's when you really want to be able to see those $2.50. I mean, you always want to see it, but if you're trying to live off just the extra, the profit it makes, cost per mile is going to be super, super, super important for you. So one thing I've seen is this last month we've been running a lot of short hauls. Short hauls, I mean probably anywhere from like 600 miles and under, maybe 700 miles and under. And we've been getting pretty good rates. I've ran a lot of loads, a lot of partial loads for $2 a mile, going, 400 or 500 miles. So on paper, it looks really good. You're like cost per mile. But in reality, you could have 4 or 5 of those loads a month or a week, and you're only going to gross, $3,000 or $4,000, or probably less than that. We had our last week was probably our most cost-effective week in hauling. I think we only hauled a total of 1,300 miles, but we ended up making $2,900. So our cost per mile, or our rate per mile, was pretty good. But at the end of the week, we only made $2,900, overall. And my driver was only paid like $650 or $700, I think it was. So I kind of realized it this week, and so what I did was I wanted to take a little bit of a risk. I booked a load going from the middle of Utah all the way to Dallas, Texas. That alone is 1,500 miles. It wasn't paying too good, but I knew that if I could get us out far, we could make some money coming back. And so once I booked that load, that was this week. That was already 1,500 miles, right? So my driver is already going to get paid for 1,500 miles, which is basically more than what he got paid for last paycheck, just on one load down, right? And I knew that we'd have time to either pick up a couple of short hauls before we pick up a long haul, or just go ahead and pick up a long haul and try to get us back, right? So he was dropping that off, and I actually found a load from Houston, Texas to basically Portland, Oregon, and that alone was, basically 2,000 miles. Was paying $3,300. It was a partial. That's something important too. If you're going to be dispatching yourself, you need to find out if that's a partial rate or if that's a total load rate or TL rate. Because even though it might just be 5,000 pounds, 20 feet, if they're paying good on it, a lot of times they expect you to have that as a TL, like dedicated load. You don't put anything else on your trailer like that. You're going to see that in the rate confirmation. I've run into that a lot where I didn't talk about that beforehand with the broker, and I see it in the load, and I send them an email like, hey, is this supposed to be a dedicated load? Can I put anything else on the trailer? And it's been loads that are only 10 feet, 2,000 pounds. We're like, no, this is a dedicated load. We don't want anything else on your trailer. That's why we're paying what we're paying. So you need to check that, okay? So I found this is a partial rate, which means all the space I have left, all the weight I have left, I can use. It was 8,200 pounds, about 23 feet. So we have roughly 1,500 pounds and about 18 feet left of space, of room on the trailer. So I went ahead and booked it because I knew that, my driver, he's just going to pick it up, go on the road, and be able to go through Las Vegas where he's from, do his restart and then deliver the load middle of next week probably. And I could also use the space I had to kind of maybe work a couple small partials out, put a little bit more on that rate, make a little bit more money. But I was doing the math already, and just my driver getting to Las Vegas by the end of this week, doing his restart for the week, for him, he's going to get paid probably $1,200 just off of 2 loads. When in reality, we've been in a couple weeks, we've paid him $700-800, and he's running 4 loads, right? Which is, it's more work for him. He's got to strap the loads down. He's got to tarp the loads, we might end up making a little bit more on the back end because our cost per mile is so good with these loads, because we're making more on lesser miles. But in reality, for him, it's not as good. And I kind of noticed that. And so I'm going to start doing a lot more of these longer loads. And for example, right, this one load by itself, which because he has to do his restart and stuff, it might take Friday, Saturday, Saturday and Sunday, he can't really deliver. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we'll probably get it off. So it'll probably take 5 days. But in 5 days, we're going to drop off a load. That's $3,300. It's not even talking about the little partials that I might be able to get. $3,300 is more than we grossed in 1 week of doing like the short hauls, And so if I can build off of that load of another long load that, let's say it's 2,000 miles, $4,000, or 1,500 miles, $3,000, and we continually do this, he's going to continually stack up miles, and we're continually going to have these bigger loads that are going to pay pretty well. And I'm telling you, by the end of the month, we're probably going to be looking at, a way higher growth in general. Obviously, we're going to put a lot more miles on the truck. We'll put a lot more miles on the equipment, but we're going to see a lot higher growth in general. And that's something that's super important, I think. So yeah, I want to make this video kind of explain that, the different goods and bads of doing the short haul route. Short haul route, you're going to have to book more loads, so you're going to have to spend more time on the load boards. You're going to have to spend more time talking to the brokers. You're going to have to spend more time strapping down the loads, spend more time dropping off the loads. But when you do a long haul, for example, if he's going to be dropping off on Wednesday, I can always have a load searched up for Wednesday in that area 4 or 5 days before I'm actually picking up. So I can see all of these good loads that they're posting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because I already know exactly where he's going to be on the day he's going to be. But when you're doing short haul, you might only be 5 hours ahead of the driver, or maybe even a day at max. And so you might book a load at 10 a.m., because he's waiting on you to book a load. So he's waiting there. You book a load, that load's supposed to drop off tomorrow, then automatically you have to start booking from the next day, right? But with longer hauls, I have a 3 or 4 day buffer where I can look for some partials. But they aren't like the most important in the world. Is some extra money we can put on the truck. But I have a lot more time looking for that one solid, maybe dedicated load that I want to pick up that pays, $1.80, $1.90, $2 a mile or more. And so it gives you more of a buffer time. It kind of calms everybody down. Your driver knows he's making money, the business is making money, and you're not always under that stress of I have to book a good load, a good small load, a good small load, a good small load, right? You book a longer load, you just make sure it kind of puts him in an area where he can go home when he needs to go home, and you just keep him running. So yeah, guys, that's why I think longer hauls are going to be better for you. I really do. Short hauls are nice, especially if you're in a tight area, but just because something's $2.50 a mile, but if it's only 300-400 miles, like, you're gonna have a hard time making a living off of that. I'm paying the bills for the business. I'd much rather run something that's $1.50 a mile for 2,000 miles, than anything else. So yeah, guys, I wanted to make this quick video. Thank you guys for watching my video. If you like the content, please subscribe to the channel. I'm learning with you guys. Like I said, I try to give a little bit of the things that I've learned. And if you think I'm wrong and you think you have other ideas, please put them in the comments. Let's have a conversation about it. I love to learn. My biggest want in this life right now is that the business I'm a part of can succeed, and I hope that's your guys' big want for your businesses. But if you guys need anything, feel free to add me on or follow me. Follow me on Instagram. You can go ahead and send me a direct message there if you have a couple questions. If you have just like the basic questions that everybody asks, just YouTube search them and you'll find a very good video on it by one of us that makes them. Yeah, check out my other videos. I have a lot of good ones. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, guys, so feel free to subscribe. I want to be able to go live and have like some in-depth conversations with you guys in real time. So thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye-bye.